Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you're watching this, and welcome to another episode of the Non-Identity Podcast. Now, this week we're joined by a boxing charity that helps its local community in Kent. It's the Kent Charity Boxing. Hi, guys, welcome to the show.
Hello, Lee.
Hold on, can you just all quickly introduce yourselves, please?
This is Abby. She does.
You'll introduce me.
Yeah, she does loads for the charity.
I'm Abby.
Hello, Abby.
And this is Joe.
I'm Joe. I'm a boxer on the show. I've had one fight so far.
No, oh, sorry. I'm Darren, and I started this.
You're the boss.
Okay, brilliant.
I'm the boss.
The number one.
Before we get into what you guys do and stuff, can you just explain a bit about where you grew up and stuff like that?
Well, I'm from Lordswood in Chatham. I lived there all my life. That's where I've grown up. He's the same.
Lordswood boys.
Yeah. We won't tell you where she's from. I don't want to sound great.
And how was growing up in Chatham and that for you? Was it a nice area to grow up in, or?
Oh, Lordswood's always been a good area anyway. And Chatham was a nice area when I was younger, but yeah, it's a bit dodgy now.
Yeah, I think it's getting like that everywhere though, isn't it?
Yeah. You have to extra lock your wheels up and all.
So you set up the Kent Charity Boxing. Have you got a boxing background in the past, or did you just go straight into promotions?
No, I boxed when I was a kid, and then when I was 20, I give it up, and then I put a bit of weight on, and a friend, my mum's friend's son, Jaden Powell, his name was. I done three. He needed to raise £200,000 to have an operation, and my mum said to me, I was helping on a friend's show, and just to keep around the boxing sort of thing, because I love it, my mum said, "Can you do anything to raise money for him, to help him, and to save his life?" And I said, "Yeah, let me think of something." I was going to do. I didn't know what I was going to do at the time, and then I just thought to myself, I'll get a bit fat. I might get a bit of training in and do a fight for charity. And I sold a lot of tickets. I sold 180 tickets, wow. And then I ended up doing 12 in 2 years, 12 fights. So to raise money. But he passed away on the third fight, and I changed it for other. I sort of got the bug again. Do you know what I mean? And then COVID hit, and I decided I was getting too old to fight, and started Kent Charity Boxing.
Okay, brilliant. And Abby, how did you get involved with boxing?
I've got a naughty child. He's 14 at the minute, so it's a couple of years ago. He was getting himself into trouble. He's done a bit of martial arts and whatnot in the past, but he asked me to get him into boxing. So we found Darren, and we've been ever since.
And he
has changed a lot. Yeah. No more trouble.
Because that's what I was going to ask, because I'm a teacher, and obviously in schools you don't promote violence, and obviously boxing is a violent sport. But what is it about boxing that you feel helps young people?
Discipline. Yeah. We have a lot of kids coming to us now, and the parents just say their kids change. They're so much better behaved.
It's the diet and
it gives us motivation to work towards something that keeps us distracted from causing trouble and gives us something to do every evening.
And most schools are quite positive around the boxing. Like every time my son has a fight, they watch his YouTube at school as well.
They are around here because Medway's quite a boxing area.
Yeah, we've got quite a few.
Yeah, there's a lot of gyms in Medway. Yeah. It is quite a boxing hub. Do you know what I mean?
See, I work for Greenwich Borough, and the most they will let the students do is boxercise. So they're not allowed to have contact with each other. Oh. That's the most they sort of promote boxing rights in Greenwich Borough.
They'll have a skills bout. If they're too young, they'll have a skills bout where they just show their skills. It's only the older lot, we've had them up to 60 years old. They come in, do 8 weeks training, and go and fight for charity. So but it's about the kids as well, and what them adults are doing, like Trish.
Yeah.
Oh, she's changed so much. She came in.
Every single person that's come in.
Yeah.
Worked their hardest.
She's about 30, isn't she?
30 something.
Yeah, and the change in her is unbelievable. Even she said she had a bit of a mental health, and now she feels a lot better in herself.
It's very good for mental health because you're keeping fit and you're constantly keeping active, and as I said before, it gives you something to work towards, constant motivation,
and you're helping others.
You guys are constantly pushing us to push ourselves even more, which is like unlocking an achievement every day.
I also think it brings together community because I took part in a ultra white collar event 6 years ago, and the group of people I was with, we're not chatting every day and all that, but because we went through that experience together, we're still there for each other 6 years on. So I think it just unites a sense of community as well.
It's funny you say that because we actually say it's KCB family.
Yeah,
we all look after each other.
It does feel like that 100%.
Yeah, we got like
days out and stuff as well.
We'll go out for days out, like to the beach or wherever. We just find somewhere to go, and so we look out for each other, don't we?
Yeah, it is like one big family, and
if one's down, we pick him up, don't we?
You grow bonds with people that it is very good, yeah.
Which I found quite weird because at the same point we're sparring each other, so hitting each other in the face, and at the end of the night we're patting each other on the back. And if you're feeling down, it's a weird feeling in the gym, but it was really nice.
Yeah, that's what I love about boxing.
Because it's very, very honourable, isn't it?
It brings you close, and some of my best friends I've met through boxing.
Obviously, you're called Kent Charity Boxing, so obviously you box for charity. Yeah. Do you pick a main big corporate charity, or do you help charities in the community? And what's the process in picking your charities?
Yeah, we won't do big. The reason I started Kent Charity Boxing because I don't take any money out of this. Any one of them will tell you because they see my mum sort the money out and give the money out, and I don't deal with the money at all. But we started it to help people that need it
from the local area.
Because I know for a fact that these big charities, the money doesn't go to them. No, and I wanted to change that. This is why I don't do it. I don't take no money. To be honest with you, it costs me money.
How do you pick which charity you're going to do for that event that you're doing?
Normally, we put it out there, or one of us in the gym will know someone that needs help.
There's always something on social media about this kid or that kid. So it's usually we do it for children, really.
Yeah, mate, we've done it mainly for children so far. Yeah.
Obviously, when you decided to get into promotion, you've seen it from a boxer side when you was on shows and stuff. What is the process of actually setting up an event?
It's hard.
Because to a casual fan, it looks like there's a hole, there's a ring, turn up, there's the fights.
Everyone thinks we just pop, everything pops up and that's it. We're there.
I remember seeing you both on the night and you were both running around like headless.
Don't
both stretching so much.
But I'm a great believer that I know we're doing it for charity, but we're also doing it for these. We're doing it to change them and the kids, help them, get them off the streets. That's why everything's free. And they're like the training's free. I don't charge them for training. Nor does Wayne, the other trainer, does he?
Doesn't even.
And Dave as well. He puts his whole heart. Dave and Wayne put the whole heart and soul into the shows as well, don't they? Same as us.
Yeah, a lot of time and effort goes into the shows. From you guys.
It starts at the beginning of the 8 weeks.
Yeah, we end the show and then we start again. Straight away. And but it just costs so much money. We don't it is hard. Charity's not as easy as I thought. People don't want to do things for charity. You know, like if you get a ring man, that ring man wants his money. Doctors want their money. Everybody wants their money. It's only us that do it for free. So
a lot to pay out.
Yeah, a lot.
And whatever we get on top of that then goes to the charity.
Yeah. So whatever we make profit wise goes to charity. Last show cost nearly $9,000, didn't it? It might be because also I try and give the boxers the best experience I can give them because of everything they do.
Yeah, so they don't just come out in a hall. They've got the smoke, the music,
the lights,
the big girls.
Yeah, it is very good the way that it's all run.
and I work really hard. I get there at like 10 in the morning, and I don't get out of there till 3 in the morning. After I've
Wow.
put it all up and then packed out, I'll get home. I'm a cripple on Monday morning.
Back
Straight
to the
back to
gym
training.
to train us all back up again.
Yeah.
And people are thinking about, because obviously, as I said, when I did the ultra white collar event, it's like, oh yeah, I want to try this boxing. But if someone's umming and erring, what advice would you give them to sign up to something like what you guys do?
We don't tie them up. All we do, we don't do contracts and things like that. We get them in the gym first and see how they are. If it's not them,
Just wanna
boxing's
try.
yeah,
just
boxing's
try.
not for everybody. It's
No.
not. That's the truth. I know some really hard people that could have a fight and they would never get in that ring. And 9 times out of 10, it shocks you, the people that do want to get in the ring. It's normally the everyday man that goes to work and he thinks, you know what, I want to make a difference and help raise money for that little girl. And they take it and they do it. The family,
Yeah.
we like, as soon as they come in, we sort of take them under our wing and we help them. You know, we don't stick them in a ring and let someone punch their head in. They have to train until we're ready. And then when they're ready, then we
It's
think.
all very fast paced because we've only got the 8 weeks.
Yeah.
You are,
Yeah.
you are very fair of us to be
Yeah.
fair. Like I remember my first day and I was absolutely like so scared, but you literally, I come in and it was easy. Obviously it wasn't easy, but the way that you introduced me step by step, it was good.
Yeah.
It's not, you won't put, you obviously you're going to push us outside of our comfort zone, but it's a case of you're not going to make us do anything that you know is going to cause us harm or anything like that.
Definitely not.
It is very good the way it's all run and the way you like introduce us to the sport and stuff. It's very good.
But it's good what you do. You know, we just there to help you on your way, but you put the time, the effort, you know, and the hard training in.
No, that's
To
it.
raise
Yeah, we
money.
definitely all train
You
hard.
get out there and sell tickets, and
Yeah.
I know how hard they are. I know how hard
And what's
they are.
the biggest thing you think that you've learned through your training so far?
It's, I think, discipline.
Yeah.
And it's also having a hobby, because before that I went to the gym, but it's also an eye opener as well to show you how big like boxing of a sport is. And yeah, it's just unbelievable what you can achieve in just a gym. Do you know what I mean? And a couple of people, it's crazy. And it's also such a good experience knowing that you're doing it to help someone as well.
Joe brings his younger brother. As well,
my little brother Bailey, he also trains his arse off as well. And it's been
Wow.
something had our eyes on for a while, and we finally pushed ourselves one day to go in the gym and do it, and I've never looked back. It's honestly, it's
this
like
boy will train every day.
He does train.
I try.
Apart from Mondays, because I have a break.
day.
I have a break on Mondays. Every other day I'm on it.
But the gym is like my second home, and yeah, you are
We
like
all have a joke.
you are like our family.
Yeah.
It is really good.
We are a family. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
it,
want.
yeah.
I want it to be.
And you've got a show coming up on October the 27th. What's that raising money for, and where is that?
It's for what is it?
Cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy.
Wow.
A little boy who lives next door to me. The friend, I've known him for years, and they just moved in, and and I'll see their son,
It's for his charity.
It's for his charity, isn't it?
Gets massages and help through these people, but they run off of a charity.
I'm going to give him the money so that he can go there and say, because this charity, it's all based on money raised, that they do all this work for them. That's why we agreed to it, because it's not a big charity. It's not, you know, and I know the money's going to go to them, and it's going to help this young man, and yeah. So, and we had him up at boxing. We've got photos. I'll send you.
Oh,
He
wow.
was in his wheelchair on the bag. It was brilliant, and he loved it, didn't he?
Did.
He wants to cut him and his brother. His brother's got autism, and she said he's never like that. And in there, he was brilliant. And all he talks about is coming back to boxing. And so it's your boy.
Yeah,
your boys. Yeah. Reggie was boy that started with us. Then his little
Yeah.
brother has got autism, isn't it? Is it
Yeah,
autism?
yeah.
Yeah, autism, and he's
He was
flourished.
6 when he started.
Yeah, he's flourished.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really good. And that's the thing, and I think that's the side of boxing that a lot of people don't see.
Yeah,
In the mainstream media. Obviously, you see superstars that are earning the big money, but it is about grassroots boxing, I believe. And like you said, the sense of community and family and
yeah,
putting together. I think that can really help build a community because obviously, with everything that's going on across the country at the moment, you need places like you guys to
yeah,
to bring people in to give them a sense of family. Because obviously, we all know that's why a lot of young people join gangs is because that sense of family and stuff. But it's the wrong influence. Where a place like what
yeah,
exactly a place what you guys do, you're bringing a positive influence, and you've still got
yeah,
that family feeling. So I just
yeah,
think these stuff like what you do needs to be really pushed out there.
yeah, yeah. The main thing as well, we started the shows. Is, like we see these other charity boxing shows, and they just we know the money's not going to that charity, and we wanted to change, didn't we? We want to make it change, and just make it about the boxers and
Yeah.
the person that's getting the money.
To make it genuine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
genuine. Yeah,
100%, yeah.
yeah, proper charity.
Now into like the professional world of boxing, I've just got a couple of questions about what your opinions are. Like, so obviously with Saudi Arabia being a big influence on the pro scene now, do you think that's good for the sport?
I think anything to do with boxing that's going to push boxing and show people boxing is a good thing. It's not a bad thing, no matter what. You know, like with our shows, we do everything to make it safe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not always violent.
I'm not going to put another fighter in if I think he's better than the other fighter. It's going to be a fair fight.
Fair fights.
They're going to wear 16-ounce gloves, so they're safe. Which is really big for boxing because obviously boxing they're 10-ounce, aren't they, or 12-ounce?
Yeah.
And yes, and we put a head guard on them.
Yeah, we have all safety equipment.
Yeah,
provided at the
everything is at the gym. Everything
groin
is
guards,
at the
head
shows.
guards, mouth guards, everything.
Yeah,
everything.
anything they need. Yeah, they've got, and yeah. So Saudi Arabia, I think, is going to be they've got the money to throw at it, and I think it'll make a difference.
And also, what about the influencer boxing scene? Do you think that's healthy for the sport because it's bringing new eyes?
I've actually got a fighter fighting.
Oh wow!
28.
Next
He was
September.
supposed to be here tonight, but I think he's got a bit caught up. Charlie Howard, he's fighting on the 28th in Kingston, London, which is against a influencer. And
Wow.
he's Team KCB is really like chuffed about it
We're all
because
there.
And we're going
Yeah,
to
we're-
back him all the way.
yeah,
And we're going there to support him.
we're well chuffed because he's proper team member, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's like I'm doing it for the team. Do you know what I mean?
There's a lot of loyalty gets thrown about in boxing, doesn't it? That word a lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%,
Yeah.
It's all about loyalty. It always has been.
You could be stuck on a desert island with 3 boxers, dead or alive, male or female. Who would they be?
That's a bit on the spot.
Well, Tyson,
Yeah.
Joe Kawasaki, and Ricky Hatton.
Okay.
3 good fighters. That's not Mike Tyson. That's Tyson.
To be fair, I don't really have any favourite boxers. I rate them all. I've always had an open mind to boxing, and I've never really had a favourite boxer that I've always watched. It's just been something that I take a piece of out of every single boxer.
That is
so
true.
it's-
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a really good answer.
No, I love it, so,
All
yeah.
boxers
I don't really
yeah.
pinpoint exact boxers.
Yeah.
So again, so if people want to sign up for the 8 weeks and stuff, how can they get in touch with you guys?
Facebook is our main page.
Yep.
Kent Charity Boxing, KCB, Facebook. You can go on there, send us a little message, and we'll do everything we can to help you get involved and yeah, meet you at the gym and get them all ready.
I mean, I just turned up one day. I just walked in the gym. I had someone there that I already knew, and they was trying to convince my little brother to go in, and my little brother Bailey told me he was doing it, so I was like, do you know what, sign me up. Both just come in one day and met you both, and
I found out it was Lawswood boys. I was
Yeah.
Lawswood boys, and that was it.
And what we do, we'll make sure all your stuff goes in the description below so people can get there quite quicker. Right, we're going to come to the end, but I've got one last question, and this question I ask all my guests. If you could be remembered for one word and one word only, what would it be and why?
Helping
Oh.
others.
Yeah.
That's 2 words.
Yeah,
One word.
That was 2 words.
yeah, just one word.
Oh, one word. Oh,
Support.
that's
Yeah.
our main thing that we work on, helping others, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, supporting. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for your time this evening, and
No, thank you. Lee.
Thank you too.
and please, everyone, head to the Facebook page. Where's the show in October again?
Lawswood Leisure Centre in Chatham.
So people, if you can get there, please get your tickets. It's for a great cause, and it'll be a fantastic evening. And guys, anytime you want to come back on, you're more than welcome to.